right, it's 4 o'clock. I'll call the Plan Commission meeting to order. I'll call the roll. Jerry?
Here.
Braden? Here. Joe? Here. Kevin? Here. Mike? Here. All right, gang's all here. If folks could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, what's the pleasure of the commission from our last meeting regarding the minutes?
Move to approve.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor of approval of the minutes, state aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Chair votes aye. Minutes are approved. All right, we have a few public hearings to kick off the meeting. First public hearing is regarding application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Above and Beyond Children's Museum to install a mural on Above and Beyond Children's Museum located at 902 North 8th Street. Is anyone from the public wishing to speak on this item? Anyone from the public wishing to be heard? Last call, anyone wishing to be heard? Is there a motion to close the hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor of closing the hearing state aye.
Aye.
Any objections? That hearing is closed. Next is a public hearing regarding application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Laura Burcham to provide outdoor seating at Turks and Timbers Bar and Grill located at 1022 Michigan Avenue. Anyone from the public wishing to be heard on this item? Anyone from the public wishing to be heard? Last call. Anyone wishing to be heard? Seeing none, is there a motion to close the hearing?
So moved.
All those in favor of closing the hearing state aye.
Aye.
Any objections? That hearing is closed. Next is a public hearing regarding application for conditional use permit with exceptions by James Klunk to construct a building addition on Klunk Masonry located at 1422 South 15th Street. Anyone from the public wishing to be heard on this item? Anyone wishing to be heard? Final call. Anyone wishing to be heard? Seeing none, is there a motion to close the hearing?
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor of closing the hearing state aye.
Aye.
Any objections? That hearing is closed. All right. Before we get started in the agenda, Elise will just give a quick PSA, if you will.
If any of our applicants have received an email that says your application has been approved and you now owe the approval fee, please disregard. That is a spam email.
All right. Thanks, Elise. All right. Moseying right along. Application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Above and Beyond Children's Museum to install a mural at Above and Beyond Children's Museum located at 902 North 8th Street. Elise, staff report.
The mural location is an empty brick patch, 29 feet wide by 16 feet high on the south side of the building. The mural will be the first part of an on-site installation called the ABCs of Empathy, which will explore themes of self-worth for children and families.
Does the applicant have any additional comments you'd like to add?
No, I think we're just excited to have that piece be on that side of the building and live on that side of the facing the street today.
Okay.
We think it will really draw in for that exhibit and start to bring some of the outside fun, or the inside fun outside. So.
Cool. Questions from commission members? Joe?
Question whether any of the existing elements on that section of wall are being removed prior to painting, or if you're just going to paint over them. Specifically, what looks to be a chimney clean out toward the bottom that I think would be right in the left-hand side of the bottom of the primary B.
We weren't going to remove anything. We were just going to kind of clean up what's there and prime and paint over it.
Paint over it.
Yep.
Other questions? Are there motions?
Move to approve.
Second. Moved and seconded. Final thoughts? Seeing none, all those in favor of approval state aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Chair votes aye. That is approved. All right, thank you. Next is application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Laura Burcham to provide outdoor seating at Turks and Timbers Bar and Grill located at 1022 Michigan Avenue. Elise, staff report.
The proposed project is to enclose via cedar fence a section of the parking lot to allow for outdoor seating. The enclosed area will have a portable bar and seating. the applicant would expect that this would potentially increase business 10 to 15% during the summertime. They don't intend on having the portable bar open regularly late at night. During the week, it will be shut down by about 10 p.m. and weekends by 12 a.m.
Does the applicant have any additional items you'd like to add?
Yeah, I think we're just trying to, I know the city is talking about open spaces for people, Turks and Timbers, if you're not familiar with it, we've had about 2.5 years, we do about 50% food, so we are pretty heavily restaurant focused. We haven't really had any issues with clientele, police presence, needing to be there, fights. I feel like that's misconception a lot of times on the old mentality of Michigan Avenue. The majority of us work really hard to clean up our bars and make sure that we have them taken care of. We will, like on weekends when we know we're going to be busy, we will have a heavier presence for staff, volunteers, and people really making sure that it's a safe place. And then lastly, I'm excited that we would make that outside space at that time as well.
Extra points there. Any questions from commission members?
Move to approve.
Second. Moved and seconded, all right. I'm glad we're finally moving forward with this. Thanks, Laura. All those in favor of approval, state aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Chair votes aye, that is approved. Thank you. Next is item 10, application for conditional use permit with exceptions by James Klunk to construct a new building addition at Klunk Masonry located at 1422 South 15th Street. Elise?
The applicant bought land from the neighboring property in order to expand the current location. It will be attached to the existing building with the current addition being torn down. The building addition will be approximately 40 by 80 with 2 overhead doors. The main reason for the addition is the need for storage for tools and machinery.
Thank you. Is the applicant here? Do you have anything you'd like to add?
No, I'm running out of space.
All right. Questions or motions from the board? Joe?
My concern had just been, since this is not technically permitted, if there was any concern from neighbors, just to be able to have heard that, but having heard none, then I think from an architectural standpoint, even though it's, the drawings are a little hard to tell what's proposed, there's enough there to extrapolate, and I think for where it is, being screened as much as it is, it should be acceptable.
Other questions, comments, motions?
No, I would move to approve, subject to staff recommendations.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Final thoughts?
No, he's been a long time business here in town, so good luck to you. I'm glad business is going well.
Here we go. You betcha. All those in favor of approval, state aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Chair votes aye. That's approved. Thank you.
It's the architectural review for this one.
Oh, okay. Then part 2 of this item, item 11, construction of a new building addition at Klunk Masonry located at 1422 South 15th Street. At least same.
Yep, this
thing.
item is just looking at the architectural design of the building.
Okay, move to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Under discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor of approval state aye.
Aye.
Any objection? Chair votes aye. That's approved. There we go. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day, guys.
You too.
Okay.
I'm pretty close.
Next we have item 12, construction of Gerber Collision on a newly created parcel south of Piggly Wiggly and the vacant lot. Police?
This is for the architectural review as well. The facade will address the public entering the facility with materials of brick and decorative block using colors and textures similar to adjacent developments. The entrance will be identified with a cantilever canopy, signage band, and storefront glazing to provide transparency to the customer area. The remainder of the building will be clad with a vertical metal panel that will be softened to the public by the screen fence and buffer landscaping.
Thanks. Is the applicant here? Anything else you'd like to add?
Just a clarification, the building is now four-sided also, the metal does not exist anymore.
Okay. Questions from the board? Joe?
Questions on mechanical systems? Do you have rooftop units, and are those screened sufficiently by the parapets? Okay. That was it. Thank you.
Okay. motions, comments, questions, thoughts?
Make a motion to approve, subject to recommendations from the staff.
Second?
Moved and seconded. Is this going in an old building?
No.
No.
This is new build. We approved the conditional use, April, I think.
New construction.
My head was somewhere else in April. All right, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor of approval, state aye.
Aye.
Any objection? That's approved.
Don't write that down.
All right. All right. All right, next meeting, June 24th. I'll see everybody then. We've exhausted the agenda. What's the pleasure of the commission?
Move to adjourn.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor of adjournment, state aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned at 4:10. Thanks, everybody.
That's